totally sick. I won't be able to think. They're going to inject me with filthy chemicals, absolutely totally delete your mental capacity and faculties. I won't be able to read my philosophy books. I'll be a complete wreck. But I'll still have a mouth and I'll speak out for as long as I can and be as sarcastic as possible and eccentric as possible for as long as possible. And then I'll probably die because there'll probably be something added to the mixture that I don't know what's going to be in the fucking vial. The bastard doctor's just informed me that he's going to put me on depot injections, which is deposits an injection up your backside, which goes into your system and totally makes you very, very ill indeed. And it will totally fuck everything up. So I'm not going to be, I'm going to be a shadow of my former self on here. It'll affect my broadcasting career, as it were. It's absolutely sick. I'm absolutely totally speechless. I called him a wanker and did the hand signal for him, and I don't know why I do that. I don't usually call people wankers because it's a pretty universal thing for people to do. Everyone's done it before, and if you haven't, then try it sometime. It's healthy and good for you if you can manage it. At my age, I'm a bit past it, but you know, I wish I wasn't. I'd have a jolly good go, but I'm 64, so you know I'm not really active sexually. But there we go. You know, if I had a nice woman there, I might be able to coax me to, you know, get it together. I don't know, no idea. But you know, yeah. So anyway, it's awful, isn't it? How dare they poison these perfectly sane individual people? You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to hold a cogent conversation. I've just noticed Love Wave, Forever Love 774 is in. Wonderful, beautiful person from the Netherlands. Been a friends for a long time. Wonderful, intelligent person, you know, not stupid at all. I wouldn't be subscribing to someone who's totally insane, hopping mad kind of a person that was no idea of what's going on in the world and didn't make any cogent sense about anything, would they? I mean, you know, if I was hallucinating or totally manic, going down around ripping off the heads off, I don't know what, you know, cats that might stray over the wall and stuff and sucking their blood and, you know, jumping up and down all day, banging my head against the wall all day, spitting on the floor all day. I might as well do all that, manifest all that when I'm on these injections. I might as well misbehave as much as possible because nothing will change. And they can only give you so much chemistry to try and knock you out, you know what I mean? So I'll just act up as much as possible. I might have a campaign of total silence where I just go totally silent, don't say a single word. I have 3 cards, yes, no, and maybe. And that's it. Would you like some dinner? Hold up a card. You know, would you like to go out for a walk? No, because I never want to walk with stuff again. I'll always be escorted, so I'll never get my leave back ever again. I haven't been out for 14 days, 15 days now, I think it is, consecutively. I'm not. It's absolutely tyranny. It's complete and utter total tyranny. A 64-year-old can't go abroad in the sunshine, you know, for a constitutional walk. And the doctor didn't even know what a constitutional was when I he said to me, this was months and months and months ago, probably last year. He said to me, what are you doing today? I said, I'm just about to go out for a constitutional, if that's okay. And he said, what's one of those? Do you know what I mean? Constitutional, to keep your constitution going, you know what I mean? Stupid Burke. Doesn't even understand simple English idioms. You know what I mean? And he's coming at me, attacking me with needles, and it is an attack, and it's an assault I'll be wrestled to the floor again by, there were 9 people last time. The previous time before that, there were 12 people in my room, as counted by a beautiful woman who used to clean the toilets and do all the cleaning jobs all around the hospital. I've forgotten her name, it escapes me. She had a beautiful name and she was a beautiful person, beautiful smile, wonderful young person. In fact, I said to her one day, I said, "You're wasted cleaning those lavatories out. You know, you ought to be doing something useful." I said, "Why don't you become a care assistant? You know, you might enjoy it, you know." So she, you know, she actually listened to me and said, "Oh, I'd be interested. Maybe I'll try. Maybe you're right." So anyway, she tried being a care assistant. She worked in the same hospital as us that she worked in before cleaning the bombs. She was a care assistant for a while, but she didn't like it. She didn't like having to tell people off and boss them around and all that lot. She got fed up with it. She said, I'm going to go back to my old job. I said, "Really? Is it not a step up the ladder?" And she said, "Oh no, I don't like it. It's not my, I can't, you know, enforce the laws, lay down the law like that, and I can't, you know, be kind of very strict with people." She says, I like to get on with my job in a happy way and just, you know, enjoy my work. You know what I mean? And she was a wonderful person. She came into a room, everyone smiled. Nearly everyone, even if they were feeling bad. She had a wonderful demeanour, wonderful, beautiful person. Just a joy to have known. You know, someone I'll always remember and never forget her. Yeah, that was in the previous hospital in Yorkshire. I was there for 5 years, by the way. I've been in secure units, all kinds of stuff. You know, I'll apply for a transfer, see if I can get another psychiatrist on the job. But the guy's putting me on a depot now, so I'm fucked. Right, royally fucked. You know, yeah. Yeah, smiles do make a difference. So underrated they are, yeah. She was a lovely person, yeah. Yeah, that's 2 things. An oxymoron. Well, it's not an oxymoron, that's the wrong term. It's, you know, it's something that's anathema to doctors, I think. You know, doctors of the in the psychiatry world, they don't care. Not much, not from what I've seen. And they don't have much common sense either. Yeah, well, they can't tell me what I am. I know exactly what I am, but they lie about me all the time. Criminals, that's just what they are. It's awful. It's really sick. Thanks forever, love. It's really, really awful, honestly. I'm not going to be on for long. They might come up with the needle any moment, so I've done this immediately after I've just heard the dreadful news from the doctor's own beautiful, you know, mouth, as it were. He said, being sarcastic, of course. The amount of shit that comes out of that mouth is absolutely incredible. Anyway, you haven't got any rights. If you look at the picture, the thumbnail that I put up, or whatever you call them, you know, them things, the pictures for the, is that the right term, thumbnail? Or is the thumbnail your little picture here? I don't know, I get confused what they call what. But the picture I put on informing you of the live stream, it's got a picture of the posters that go up in the hospitals and that, you know. Your rights under the Mental Health Act to do with injections. I forgot what it's called. I've got it somewhere. I don't know where it is. I could show it you on screen a bit larger. You might not be able to read it because it's small unless you're on a TV or a monitor, a big monitor. I don't know where it is. That's landmark. I don't know where it is. Oh well. And here's my room. Look, I'm so unintelligent, am I? Look at all the books I've read. You know what I mean? I haven't read the whole lot of them. But you can see, oops, oh, there's the camera pointing the right way. You see all these books I've got. Wilfred Owen there. You know, Collins English Dictionary. Resembles, loads of books here. Some IT, cover-ups, history. You know, interesting stuff. You know, it's all good, all interesting books. Music, you know, music's an insane occupation apparently. You know, totally insane. Everything I do is insane. And plants, I mean, you know, plants can't be good for your health, can they? Can't be good for your health growing any plants. You know, having a crystal ball on the job might be useful. But there we go, you know. Little, you know, beautiful little bits and pieces there. Bubbles. I might blow some bubbles in a minute, why not? I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. It's not a football song these days. I think it comes from a hymn, the tune. I don't know what the hymn is. Probably a hymn. So, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what to do really. Whatthefook.co.uk. I made that t-shirt obviously. You know, what can I do, eh? What can I do? Any ideas? I don't know who I can contact, you know what I mean? Last time they were forcing a depot on me, I rang the police up. I actually rang the police up. But to no avail, obviously, there's nothing they can do because the Mental Health Act is a total tyranny. I said they're about to poison me, you know, and you know, I might not be around because it might kill me off. It's so heavy, the stuff I had last time. If they give me the same stuff again, which I should imagine they won't, because I fainted 4 times and he still sent me back for 2 more injections after that. This is what an insane person he is. He's the one with the insanity, not the patients here. There's nothing wrong with the people in here. There's only about 2 people that manifest anything that I've noticed that's really out of the ordinary, to be honest. Some of them might be a little depressed. Doesn't mean they've got to be on depot injections and that, and a lot of them are. It's absolutely mad. It's total tyranny. It's sick. 8 fucking years for trying to do away with yourself. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't fucking harm anyone else. Didn't harm a bloody fly, me. I've got flies in here. I've got fruit flies. Quite a lot of them. I like them. I like the company. They like me as well. They land on me and I don't mind. They're all right. I don't like mozzies much, mosquitoes. I might swat them if they're biting me. You know what I mean? But I'd rather not kill things. I don't tread on slugs or anything. I don't put salt down on slugs either. A lot of people do. I mean, you know, I can understand it if they've got crops growing and all that lot. And it's destroying all their plants in their garden, I suppose. But you can make something called, what they call, I've forgotten what they call, slug traps. And what you do is you bury something like a little yogurt pots around the plants and that. And yeah, you blow a little, you grow a little, you put some beer into them, some old beer, you know, beer that's gone off, or some weak beer that you've brewed up, or sugar and water probably do, and they drop in it and drown. But if there's a bit of alcohol in it, then they'll have a bit of a, you know, they'll be drinking a bit of that and then tumble in and kind of drown, but they'll be anaesthetised, as it were, by the alcohol, so they probably have quite nice demise, as it were, you know. Come on, England. Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? People got together and came on and did things. come on to sort things out, you know. Come on and sort everything out. It'd be rather nice. Get me out of hospital, you know, prison, really. It's a prison. The only freedom I've got is live streaming and doing my videos and that. And sitting in my room, playing a little bit of music, perhaps. Reading a book. So I've just a lot of trouble understanding my books now because they're complicated books. They're not simple. Philosophy's not easy to understand. And I've got a book of, what's it called? Oxford Companion or something like that to English literature. You know, I like reading poetry and stuff like that. Some of it's very complicated, but it's interesting. It gets the brain going. It's good for you. It's healthy. But, you know, apparently they don't like intellectual people or people with a point of view, and that's why they have a go at me, because I try and stand up for my rights, and this is exactly what I get. A cosh over the head with a drug. You know, being clobbered in by, clobbered by the, you know, chemical cosh. You know, being whopped on the brain with it. It's not good. I'm absolutely devastated now what he said that there. I don't know whether it was directly because I called him a name this morning, but I sang a little song about it as well. But he was just rolling in with his car, so I gave him the V sign, you know, victory. And that's what he's done anyway. So I can't remember what I was saying now. I'm getting a bit distracted because I'm just thinking any moment they might knock on the door and say, yeah, it's time for your injection, David. How nice of them. And if I don't just meekly comply, they'll force it on me, hold me down, you know, which is what they do. It's difficult holding your own against 9 people as it was last time. And certainly 12 before that in the room, as counted by the cleaner, the cleaning lady, who's a wonderful person, beautiful. Anyway, so that's the position I'm in at the moment. We're very precarious. You know, I mean, they're dealing with somebody who's tried to commit suicide in the past, right? It's on the record. I mean, you know, did they ever read the notes? Do they know who I am? Have they any idea, conception of what I stand for? What I believe in? Do they know at all who I am at all? They don't. They don't know my history. I mentioned something to them. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. You know. They don't know anything about me. Absolutely nothing, virtually. They don't know I was married to a professor of nursing. Although I've told them they forget these things. They think I'm completely stupid. I put my qualifications on the wall. I'll just show you them briefly and quickly put them up. I don't want to disclose the name, but it doesn't matter. I might even disclose the full name in a bit because I'm getting desperate. I need to get the fuck out of this place. So yeah, I used to love doing bubbles with my son, you know, when he was little. I used to love them. He used to go crazy for them. Daddy, blow bubbles. And when I used to smoke, he used to say, Daddy, do dragon. And I used to have to puff the smoke through my nose. Have a dragon go, like a dragon, you know. And he used to call it dragon. Daddy do dragon, that's what he used to say. And when I was feeding him his food, I would say, oh, would you like to try some cake or something that he'd not seen before? He'd go, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. So try a little bit, you know. Yeah, bless him. A beautiful little child. He used to have beautiful long curly hair and was vegetarian. Yeah, brought him up vegetarian. I was vegetarian since I was vegetarian when I was about 17, I think. No, I was younger than that. Yeah, I was about 13 when I became vegetarian. I was coming down from a LSD trip and realised what I was eating and nearly threw up. Yeah. I don't recommend that stuff to anyone, by the way. Certainly not who's not mature. I first started taking it when I was 12, I think, or 13. 12 and a half, 12 and 3/4, something like that. Got busted for it. It's still on the record now. Got busted for it in 1974, I think, or 5. Still on record. It never leaves that. Once you're on that, you've got it forever. In fact, I was that besotted with this girl once. It's incredible, really. You won't believe this. I was that besotted. You know what besotted means? That so in love with a girl that I wanted to marry, and I was so desperate to marry her and all that lot. I needed a job. There was about 4 or 5 million unemployed. They said it was 3 million officially, but I'm sure there was more than that. Under Margaret Thatcher or whatever. And she, sorry, and so I thought the only way out of it is to join the army or the navy or the air force. I knew the air force wouldn't have me. I could have probably joined the navy, actually. They'd have probably had me, but the air force wouldn't have me. So I thought I'd join the army. So I went into the recruiting office. I rung them up. They said, oh yes, come down whenever. I went down and the nice bloke, the colour sergeant, that's the guy with the stick under the arm. He says, good morning, David, blah, blah, and why do you want to join the army? I said, well, it's a job. You know, I need a job. There's no jobs around. I can't find anything. I've looked and looked and looked. And it seemed impossible to get one because there's that many people at the interviews and stuff like that. So he said to me, you know, this, that and the other, went through a few things, what's your qualifications and all that lot. Anyway, he was very dignified with me. Of course, he knew already what his reply was going to be, what his decision was going to be, but he didn't tell me straight away. He let me go through my stuff respectfully. And I told him all my stuff, and he said, well, I'm sorry, David. It was nice to hear your story. He was a very nice gentleman, a lovely guy. But I'm afraid we cannot accept you. And I said, well, why is that? I'm a British citizen, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. He said, well, on your record, according to your record, you've been arrested for LSD possession. So I said, well, yes. He said, well, the policy is not to accept people who've got such convictions, as it were. Well, you know, such things against them. So I couldn't join the army. That was that. Went back to my girlfriend, tail between my legs, not very happy. Said, sorry, I can't marry her because you know. Yeah, so there you go. Anyway, I'll say hello to everyone. I don't know if you're still there forever, love. You're probably gone now. Been on for 25 minutes. I'm not going to be on much longer. You weren't even born then. Yeah, exactly. I left school in 1976. Dragon smoke, yeah. Yeah, trouble is I can't keep safe in here. It's supposed to be a safe place, hospital. It's not. It's very dangerous in a mental hospital because they attack you with poison needles. And that's what they're proposing to do. Well, they're going to do it. So I'm tough shit for me. So I won't be very good. I don't think I'll be live streaming much at all, if at all. Yeah, exactly. They don't know me at all. They don't have a conversation with me. Nobody ever knocks on my door and asks me how I'm feeling after 8 years. There's one guy who asked me that. One guy that works here. He's not on at the moment. He's just got annual leave or something for a couple of weeks. He's a nice guy. I bought him 2 books, actually, because he showed an interest. So I forked out and bought him 2 books, 2 truth books, and gave them to him. And he said he's going to buy me a book sometime. I haven't had one yet, but it doesn't matter whether he does or not. The thing is to get the truth out there. Yeah, thanks a lot. I might not be live streaming much because it takes a lot of concentration, live streaming, you know. Yeah, I'm going back here. Where am I going? Go to the beginning. Oh, something's happened. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, dear me. Put your comments up. Yeah, it's not good, is it? It is awful. They're criminals. It's criminal what they're doing to people. And there's thousands of other people in the country suffering exactly the same thing, no doubt. You know, I don't know how many thousand, but it's an absolute scandal that's not being reported in the press whatsoever. They all think psychiatry is marvellous. It's not at all. It's just a drug pushing mechanism for profit. Cynically poisoning people for profit. That's what they're doing. Yeah. You can pray, but it won't work. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in Allah. I don't believe in Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma. I don't believe in any of it. Sorry. You can all unsubscribe now, all Christians. Just go away. It doesn't matter. I'm going to another dimension when I die, and I might die soon because they're pushing a suicidal patient that's been suicidal in the past. Do you think I couldn't be suicidal again? Of course I could, given the right circumstances, and they're creating these circumstances. They want me dead, basically. They're trying to kill me. There's no doubt about it. They want me out of the fucking world. They want my voice silenced. Share the video. Let everyone fucking know what's the tyranny that's going on in the world. It's sick. It's fucking evil. It's sickening, totally upside down. Yeah, they want us all dead forever, love. It's a clown world. It's a clown show. It's pretense of caring. The government pretends to care. The medical establishment pretends to care. Oxfam pretends to care. All the agencies pretend to care. They don't care at all. They don't want to solve hunger, do they? Because they're out of a job if they do. Psychiatrists don't want to stop people, make people well so they can go home because they're getting money from it. Don't want people to flourish. They're fucking sick, little Wayne. They're fucking about to poison me with fucking needles again. Fucking bastards have not been out for fucking 15, 14 days or whatever. They won't let me out of the fucking hospital to walk in a fucking straight line in the sunshine. They're fucking killing us, aren't they? The fucking lot of them spraying shit in the sky and all that lot. What the fuck can I do? But this wants sharing. This wants to go fucking viral, this live stream. I'm going to come off here in a bit, in a couple more minutes. And because people might watch it then because it's short. Let it go fucking viral. That'd be excellent. And it might help other patients or help other poor patients in hospitals that are under this mental health tyranny, you know? Shit. It's fucking evil. I had a social problem, so I tried to commit suicide, right? Because of the social problem, not because I had a mental illness. I wanted out of it. I'd had enough of abuse of gangs and horrible people. Because I bought a house in the wrong area. You're not from round here. They used to throw rubbish over my wall. I told them off and they just walked off. They took no notice. They just walked off. Oh, we do what we like round here. That's what they said and walked off. That's the first altercation I had with any of the people on there. I'm a qualified welder. I know how to do stuff. I can operate machinery that'll rip your arm off if you don't look what you're doing. I can go to BOC gases and get oxyacetylene, cut metal 20 mil thick or whatever, you know. Cut metal with a Jesus Christ. With a welding torch, you know, weld metal, cut it or whatever with a cutting torch, you know. Oxygen acetylene, you know. One of the most explosive gases in the world, if not the most explosive, acetylene is. It can self-ignite if you don't prop it up and chain it up upright. No matter how tight you screw the valve on the top. Yeah, if you light the bottle down, it can leach out through the threads. You know, the little threads as it screws in can leach out over time. And if it's in a confined space, the gas builds up and can blow the whole building apart. One bottle of oxyacetylene. In fact, you won't believe this, but I saw that happen. There was a fire in what was it? I can't remember. It was some garage attached to some kind of thing. I didn't know what it was because there was a few things up there. There's a garden centre and a few other things. Like my old the old house where I used to own another house in Derbyshire, and I was looking up the road, this fire, all the neighbours were out, and all of a sudden there was a big fireball that blew up, and that's what it happened to be. It was acetylene blowing up. You should have seen the fireball. It was massive. It was like a bomb's gone off. A firebomb, you know what I mean? It's a massive ball of fire. Blew the roof off the whole building. Like a bomb. That's true. Absolutely cast iron true. It was in the newspapers in Derbyshire. I don't know exactly what year it was. The local paper. Might have been in the evening news as well in Manchester or Stockport. It might have even gone national, possibly. I don't know. I didn't used to watch television, sensibly enough. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I've had enough. I'll do one later on. See what I'm like then. But like, I'll be like a fucking shadow. See you later, guys. I'm sorry I'm not very happy. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.